Allow me to introduce Dr. David Sinclair, professor of genetics at Harvard Medical School. My current health surpasses that of a 20-year-old, and I believe this is largely due to my new approach to eating, which has shown continued improvements over time. Here we have Dr. Sinclair in 2013 and a recent image of him. He was 44 years old in the first image and is now 54 years old, but in my opinion he looks younger. Over the years, the professor has transformed his diet and lifestyle based on scientific evidence and claims that his body is rejuvenating. Analyzing my own blood chemistry, I realized that I am younger and healthier than ever. My levels of testosterone, glucose, inflammation, blood cell composition, and other health indicators are better than a 20-year-old. In this video, we'll directly explore his scientific discoveries in 4 parts. First, exercise rules for longevity. Second, the supplements he takes daily. Third, the foods he consumes to promote longevity. The foods he avoids to maintain longevity. Dr. Sinclair reveals that by following a healthy lifestyle we can slow down the aging process. Exercises for longevity. Practice physical activity 3 times a week until you are out of breath. You must exercise to a level where talking becomes difficult. This type of physical activity creates a state of hypoxia, that is, low oxygen concentration. We believe this condition stimulates the body in a positive way, resulting in muscle development, improved blood flow, and the release of chemicals that slow aging. Therefore, if you can achieve this level of effort for about 10 minutes 3 times a week, you can enjoy significant health benefits and reduce your chances of developing disease by up to 30%. Now let's get to the supplements. Supplements he uses. Dr. Sinclair takes 3 supplements regularly, but it's worth noting that he doesn't specifically recommend any or endorse any brands. These supplements are resveratrol, NMN, a vitamin B3 derivative that raises NAD levels in the body, and metformin. Resveratrol and NMN are fundamental for the activation of sirtuins, while metformin is related to longevity and protection against cardiovascular diseases, frailty, and conditions such as Alzheimer's. The most important eating habit for longevity. The most crucial eating habit for longevity, according to Dr. Sinclair, is reducing meal frequency. It's not just about what you eat but also when you eat it. The common practice of having 3 main meals and snacks in between is accelerating our aging process. I chose to eat within a window of about 6 hours a day. Over time I learned to skip meals. Of course, I'm not always successful. Sometimes I enjoy a good breakfast in beautiful places. However, my goal is to avoid large meals until the evening when I consume a healthy vegan meal. What is the science behind the benefits of intermittent fasting? Limiting the feeding period is associated with a process known as autophagy, which involves profound recycling of proteins in the body. In this process, certain genes called sirtuins are activated when there is low energy availability in the body, which occurs when blood sugar or protein levels are low. Sirtuins play an important role in defending the body against aging and help fight various diseases such as type 1 diabetes, multiple sclerosis, and cancer. Studies have shown that intermittent fasting combined with chemotherapy can provide benefits in cancer treatment. Dr. Sinclair shares a practical tip for those who want to try intermittent fasting. Keep your body hydrated with fluids. Constantly consuming coffee, tea, and hot water throughout the day helps reduce the feeling of hunger. Additionally, consuming nuts can help suppress hunger quickly. The idea is to go at least 16 hours without eating or eating very little, reserving an 8-hour window for meals. This usually means eating a late lunch if you opt for breakfast, or alternatively, allowing your body an extended period of 20+ hours without glucose input from the outside world. Over time, the liver adapts to this routine and begins to produce glucose steadily, reducing the feeling of hunger. Continue this eating pattern for a minimum of 2 weeks, as after this period, especially when you reach the 3rd week, your liver will have adapted to the absence of breakfast or lunch and will start producing glucose in a stable manner. This adaptation is crucial, since spikes in blood glucose can result in feelings of hunger when it subsides after a large meal. During a 6-hour eating window, what does Dr. Sinclair consume? He switched to a mostly plant-based diet, which had a positive impact on his health, including improvements to his skin and memory. He emphasizes that populations that live the longest are generally made up of smaller people who consume moderate amounts of food and follow a vegetarian diet. However, he does not consume any plants. He focuses on what he calls stressed plants. This is related to the theory of xenohormesis, which suggests that certain molecules, such as plant polyphenol that indicate stress, can confer benefits on another organism that consumes them, increasing their longevity and health. The results include increased life expectancy and the activation of cellular responses in the body. When we examine these plants, they all contain molecules that are beneficial to us, which cannot be a mere coincidence. These molecules activate and deactivate metabolic pathways or proteins in the body, which are essential for health and longevity. Now, how can we determine if a food has been subjected to stress during cultivation? A general rule is to opt for organic, pesticide-free cultivation in a natural environment, as in these cases the plants are more likely to have experienced stress. When your foods experience stress, you reap the benefits of that dietary stress, eliminating the need to artificially stress them. Therefore, our focus is on vibrant and colorful plants. Try incorporating red, deep purple and dark green vegetables, which are rich in polyphenol, which have the potential to activate the body's natural defenses. You may wonder what are some of the stressed plant varieties that Dr. Sinclair consumes. In the morning, Dr. Sinclair includes green tea in his diet as it contains polyphenol with anti-inflammatory and anti-cancer properties. In addition, he enjoys various types of green leafy vegetables, especially spinach due to its iron and vitamin content. He also recommends using olive oil in cooking, as it contains oleic acid, which activates sirtuins. The Mediterranean diet is highly valued due to its health benefits and ease of adherence. For those who have difficulty adhering to an all-vegetarian diet, he suggests the Mediterranean diet or the Okinawan diet, which he himself practiced for decades before adopting an exclusively plant-based diet. The foods he avoids to maintain longevity. Now let's talk about what Dr. Sinclair eliminated from his diet to promote longevity. First, he decided to exclude sugar. Sugar, especially fructose, is considered a big villain. Excessive consumption of glucose and fructose results in fatty liver disease and diabetes in animals, highly harmful conditions. One of the most reliable indicators of longevity is blood sugar levels, as high levels lead to the glycation of proteins in the body, causing serious cellular damage. Additionally, cancer cells feed on sugar, so reducing your intake is essential for maintaining long-term health. Dr. Sinclair also recommends limiting fruit consumption, especially juice, due to its high sugar content. Excess blood sugar is not beneficial and can be consumed in moderation at the end of meals. For example, he allows small portions of ice cream occasionally, but avoids overindulgence like eating an entire bowl every night. Bread was another item he eliminated from his diet. Reducing carbohydrates, especially bread, brought immediate improvements in your biochemical indicators, particularly blood glucose levels. Previously, toast for breakfast would leave you feeling tired and mentally sluggish until dinner, resulting in shakiness, tiredness, and difficulty concentrating. He wishes he had made this change since he was 20, as he has never felt as good as he does now. Another significant change was the reduction in meat consumption, which led to additional improvements in cholesterol and triglyceride levels. With a family history of heart disease, he believes reducing protein and fat from meat was beneficial. While he's not completely against eating meat, he recommends focusing on plant-based foods whenever possible. The third change was the elimination of milk. Although he is not allergic to dairy or lactose intolerant, he has noticed additional improvements in his health by cutting out milk. He suggests this may be related to your high consumption of protein, including eggs and other foods, and your sensitivity to certain components. These dietary changes from Dr. Sinclair show how simple adjustments can have a significant impact on health and longevity. If this video clarified any questions, leave a like and subscribe to receive new videos. Now click on the video that appears on the screen and see you next time.